Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4.
Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be going through my favourite romance reads so far to date. So today's the 24th of January. I don't think this video is going to be going up until at least mid to end of February, but anyway, that doesn't matter. This is just some of the favourites. These books may not be 5-star reads, but in the genre of romance, these are some of my favourite ones. I've tried to give it quite a range of the books that I've read, which I like, so let's just go into them. We're going to start it off with like one of the top romance authors today, which is Colleen Hoover. So my first one is November 9. I know a lot of people don't actually like this one, but I actually quite enjoyed it. Being able to go back to the same day like so many years in a row and to see this relationship build just based on this one day, like they don't communicate in between, which I know is strange, and I know a lot of people find that quite hard to understand and like in this book, but I actually found it quite nice and enjoyed it because I felt it was quite refreshing and quite different. But yeah, to be able to go back and just see the story build just based on this one day. The ending did like break me a little bit because I was like, I had some gut feelings about what was going to happen, but nothing to the extent of what did happen, so I was very like shocked. But yeah, at the end of the day, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm not actually sure what the rating was. I will pop it up on the screen along with the cover so you guys can see. The next Colleen Hoover one was Reminders of Him. I really enjoyed this one. Again, kind of different. So this is where Kenna, I believe her name was, is released from jail, and she goes back to the town where her daughter is, and she's trying to get and build this relationship with her daughter. Now, the grandparents of her child, who is the father's parents, if I've completely probably messed that up. Kenna's daughter's grandparents on her father's side are the guardians of Kenna's child. So it's really interesting to see not only their differences throughout, but then them slowly coming around and the understanding of what actually happened that night, which got Kenna in jail, but also coming to understand Kenna herself is really interesting and really nice to see. And obviously you see her relationship with her daughter start to grow, but her relationship with her child's father's best friend, and I'm saying like this because the names are gone out of my head right now, but yeah, see their relationship grow as well, you know. And to start with, he doesn't know who she is, but when he does, he gets very torn because he helps look after Kenna's child as well and helps raise her since her birth and stuff, you know, and he's a massive part of her child's life. So it's intriguing to see their relationship grow and change and build and all of it. So, but then when it all comes together so nicely at the end, it was really, really nice, and I really enjoyed it. Again, I'll put the rating with the book cover. Now the last one, I'm sorry, I've got my list down here, guys, if you see me looking down. The last book I have is It Ends With Us with Colleen Hoover, which I know is a 5-star read because I just mentioned it in a previous video, which you've already read the scene, which I just filmed today. But that one is also 5-star, and again, I really loved it. Getting to see Lily and Alice, their relationship grow, and now I know there is some really, really harsh topics discussed. A lot of it, Colleen Hoover's book, discuss a lot of harsh topics. Do some of them I think written well? Yes. Some of them not so well. But this is one that I did think was written quite well. A lot of people think it romanticizes abuse, me personally, and this is just my opinion, I don't think it does. I think it brings awareness to the subject and the conversation that needs to be had about it. Not just women being abused by a partner, but men as well. That bit needs to be discussed. But yeah, I loved being able to see Lily come into herself as well, and come into an understanding of herself and what she will tolerate. I think it's probably the best way to put it. And to see that relationship go, and you know, you see her and Alice come back together, and it's just so adorable. I'm going to be rereading it in the month of February, so I'm so excited before I read this up. So yeah, I just really enjoyed that one too. Next up we have the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. Freaking love it. So cute and adorable. Again, with topics that need to be discussed and be made aware of. Alice writes them so well, so really happy about that. Can't wait for volume 5 to come out. I can get my hands on that one too. But yeah, I really enjoyed the series. The characters are so lovable. I love that it's LGBTQ+, as somebody who is LGBTQ+ as well. It's really nice to see that representation in a book. And you know, it's been made into a series as well, so that's even more enjoyable. But yeah, the next one, again, is a love-hate one with a lot of people, but I did enjoy it, which is The Spanish Love Perception by Elena Armas. I enjoyed this one. It's work romance, enemies to lovers. It's a bit of everything. It gets a little steamy at some points, but nothing like major steamy. But yeah, I really enjoyed seeing their relationship grow, and you know, I felt like there's a lot of misunderstanding as well in there, but to be able to see their names have gone out of my head. I am really bad at remembering names, guys. If you stay around long enough, you will realise that. But yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to read the next book, which is The American Roommate Experiment. I think that is the name of it, but I can't wait to get my hands on and read that one too. This next one is I think it's my most recent read, and that is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I read it in December. Broke my freaking heart. This book broke me so much. I related so much to Violet and Finch, and what some of the things they've gone through. Me personally, I suffer with mental health quite severely, and to see that representation in a book, it hit home with me, and it really, you know, gets you thinking, and it was a really tough read, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. And you know, romance isn't the main plot for this. I think mental health awareness is, but the subplot of romance in there is just, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was that one. I don't want to go too much because it's going to make me cry. Next one is Benjamin and Liz Signs, both Aristotle and Dante reads. Freaking again love them. LGBTQ+, seeing their relationship develop and grow, and then understanding themselves. You know, Ari really grew as a character, and you really get to see him grow, and you really get to see his relationship with Dante grow as well. So I really love it, and I really just want more of them. I really need more of them. I miss them. I'm going to probably do a reread this year because I just love them so much. Next is Things You'll Never Get Over by Lucy Score. Love this book. Love the characters. The plot was just crazy. And also, it went so weird at the end. Like, they brought in something that I was not expecting into this book, and I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting it, but it kind of made the book fun and interesting and brought something new to it. So I really enjoyed it. Seeing the Noxend, can't remember her name, but seeing their relationship grow was really cute, because you know it definitely goes from like an enemies to lovers almost. And her relationship with her niece as well, that really develops and that really grows. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, I don't know what else to say, other than, you know, that relationship was definitely interesting. The story itself is interesting, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not putting my thoughts into words very well, so you'll have to excuse me today. Next up is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with Christina Lauren. Some books I like, some books I don't. This one I do really enjoy, being able to see names again out of my head, but seeing their relationship grow. They were friends to lovers, second chance romance. I think that is it. I don't have anything, but you also go back in time a bit as well. Dual timeline, and you get to see their relationship grow as kids, their relationship rebuild as adults, and you get to see those like alongside each other, and you get to see where it then fell apart, and then see where they rebuild it all together again and come back together, and it's really, really cute, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, this next one is probably one that not a lot of people have heard of, but I highly recommend reading it, and that is Here and Now by Montefiore. I hope I said their name right. I really thoroughly loved this one so much, and more than I thought I would. It's to do with a mother that is slowly developing dementia, and you know, you see her relationship with her daughters sort of grow stronger, and you see the daughters come into more responsible roles, I would say is the best way to put it, and really find who they are as characters and as people and their personalities. And you also see her relationship with her husband and how that goes from her being someone that everyone can rely on and does everything, to now having to rely on other people because she can't remember it all herself. And you really see them sort of adjust to these changes, and it's just such a beautiful story, so beautifully written, and like I said, I highly recommend reading it if you haven't read it already. It's just perfect. These last two books are Tessa Bailey books, and it's Happening in Summer and Hook, Line and Sinker. That came out really messed up. Freaking love these books more than I expected. I didn't think I was going to love them as much as I did, but I really enjoyed them, and to see these two different relationships like grow. So in the first book, it's really interesting because it's such opposites, and you really see this determination in this. I've forgotten the freaking name again. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. But you see this sort of almost forbidden romance because they are such polar opposites, and you sort of see her come to realization that actually the lifestyle that she had, she doesn't want that anymore. She's happy where she is, she loves it, she's enjoying it. So it's really interesting to see that. And then obviously in the second book, it's interesting to see their relationship. You know, it's very much, again, I don't say forbidden, that's not the right word I'm trying to think of, but you know, the story that they get put into, of, you know, happening to forced proximity, that is what I'm thinking of. That took me a while. But yeah, to see that relationship grow and that one gets steamy, and you know, Fox, I believe is the guy's name in the second book, the main guy. To see him grow as being this massive player boy to then actually wanting to settle down and be in a relationship with this one person is just very good as well. And to see that perspective and that relationship was just, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I loved Tessa's writing for these two books. I did quite not like enjoying my purification. I didn't mind it, but yeah, no, I don't think I've put into words very well my thoughts on these books, but just know that I love them. These are my favourite romances. You'll have to excuse my very, very poor memory. I'm honestly so terrible. I can't help it, unfortunately. That has just become my mind. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You'll have to let me know as well down in the comments what books, romances you liked, and if you have any recommendations for me that you think I would like to read. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading. Bye guys.
Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.